Sports Corner, guys. We are back with another episode today, and we're going to switch it up for you. We're going to begin our segment with SWAC Talk, and we got a new co-host today. What's up, Enoch, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. You know, we back, Daytona Beach, the greatest HBCU in the world, Bethune-Cookman University. Let's get right into sports. You dig? Now.
Hey, let's get right into it, man. Enoch, let's get into volleyball, man. I heard our girls done went to Costa Rica. Give me a little song about what they done been up to.
Costa Rica, that's Carolina, man. They went to Costa Rica. They went overseas on June 20th through the 27th. It's called the Wildcat World Tour. I got to make it over there one day, too, because I heard they got some really good food. But on they actually went 3-0. They played the Costa Rica international team, and they didn't lose. So it was a really good time. You know, I see them in the gym. I always walk past, and they always put in that work. Spike! Yeah, let's get it. So, you know, they got a good victory, and it was really good to see them out there handling their business, representing the USA, baby.
Hey, man, for sure. Congratulations to our ladies taking it out the country and handling business. But let's not forget, they came back and still handled business, capturing 2 wins. First one against Coppin State, man, winning 3-0, and we had some high hitter efficiency and overwhelming blocking advantage, and it was very key to us winning that game. I mean, Saria hindered Herndon and Amaya Jenkins paced the offense with 9 kills each, while Khalil Williams anchored the defense with 7 blocks. Hemfield Gonzalez ran the offense smoothly with a combined 36 assists, and Carvelo's 18 digs helped keep the ball in play when under pressure. I mean, they completely dominated Coppin State in that first win. And then 5 hours later, they bounced it back up with another close win against Elon University with a 3-2 commanding win with a total of 60 kills and 103 digs for Elon. But that did not stop our ladies from dominating the net with 11 blocks compared to Elon's 7, taking home the victory, man.
Man, that just reminds me of the song, Ain't No Stopping Us Now. Like, they unstoppable. They unstoppable overseas and the USA. So that's what I'm talking about, just putting on for the greatest HBCU in the country and stuff, just going out there, giving it everything they got. And I feel as though this season I'm really looking forward to it also, because I feel as though they have everything, they bring everything to the table, they leave everything on the volleyball court and stuff. So, they really have a really good chance of making it all the way to the top. Just keep on striving. Lady Wildcats are doing your thing. Hell Wildcats.
For real, and I understand why these ladies are winning, because the head coach, Brittany Williams, just captured her 100th career win with that Elon
1-0-0, like Will Chamberlain, 100.
So it's traditional, man. It's traditional. These ladies are bringing in tradition of winning and winning culture to BCU, man. So we love it, man.
Outstanding.
And let's not get away from the SWAC, Enoch, man, because not only do we have SWAC women's basketball, we have SWAC men's football, man. And let's get right into it, because I love my football, Enoch. We got Prairie View A&M against Texas Southern. Prairie View winning 22-21 on the 40th Labor Day Classic on August 30th, 2025. I mean, Enoch, I love this game, man. I mean, you had scoring, close games. It was just a thriller and nail biter to the very end.
Hey, like you said, because this is Thriller, Michael Jackson. But that game right there, I know it seemed like, it wasn't a huge difference and stuff. 20 to 20. What did you say again? It was
22-21.
22-21. But I feel as though each team, they really brought what they had to the table and stuff. And it was, I seen the game too. It wasn't a game where one team was up the whole time. The whole team, both of the teams were neck to neck. So I feel like, they always say the team that put in the hardest work, they come out with the greatest outcome. They came out with the victory. So congratulations.
Hey, for sure, man. I mean, we had some key plays, but before I want to get into this little type of weather delay that they had, man, they was sitting in the locker room for over an hour 30 minutes almost.
Dang.
I mean, with that, it's hard to have that type of energy coming out into the field. But that did not stop these boys, man. They came out with a 57-yard touchdown pass to Heckman, a rushing TD by Peters, and a safety by Malik Mason, man. And let's not forget the game winner, 17-yard TD pass from Cameron Peters to Rodney Ojo as time expired to take home the W for Prairie View 22-21.
Hey, you got the W. That's all it's about. And you mind if I put out a couple games that, so also, on Saturday, August the 30th, it was a couple of natural disasters. And I say disasters because you'll see in a minute. So we had Grambling State beat Langston University 55-7. Wow. Texas Tech beat Arkansas Pine Bluff 67-7. And let's save the worst for. I mean, the last but not least, you had Arkansas beating Alabama and A&M 52-7. You know what I'm saying? That right there is just. Ooh, I don't even really know what to say about that. But all I can say is, hey man, you know, it's kind of ironic just to see 7-7-7. You know, all three of those games and stuff was just a score of 7. Like, what's going on? Like
efficiency, man.
Like, did somebody like I don't know what's going on. Like, hey, just keep praying, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Get in church and get right with God, because that right there is not God's work. God is better than that. But come on, let's move on.
I'm screaming, but nah, for real. I mean, those are great games too, you know. But I got a couple games on my list that I like right here because they were close nail biters, and it was great. It was great gameplay. I mean, we had Florida A&M versus Howard. Howard defeat an upset FAMU 10-9 in the Orange Blossom Classic.
Oh, that's
that
our
same
rivals.
day.
I don't mean to talk over you, but that's our rivals. So good for Howard. Good job.
Hey, it's great for Howard, man.
Great.
I mean, they held Florida A&M to just 9 points, despite them having 272 yards of offense. But FAMU struggled on third down and went 5 for 15. So that says a lot on Howard's defense being able to hold them to just 9 points. And Howard won with a freshman quarterback, you know?
Wow.
His very first game was an upset W against FAMU.
That's a huge goal for him. You know, just coming out of high school, being a freshman and stuff. You know, he put in a lot of work. You know, that's hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, dedication and stuff. Just to come out there. I know his team is proud of him and his family most of all, but most of all, he's to be proud of himself. Be proud of yourself, young brother. You know, you doing your thing. Just keep it up. You know, keep it up.
For sure. Be proud of yourself, man. And also, I just want to bring this out. Alcorn State versus Northwestern. Northwestern State beat Alcorn 20-17, and Northwestern captured its first win, Enoch, in 3 years. I mean, that's
What?
crazy.
You said what?
First win in 3 years.
You said what?
Yes, man.
Dude, 3 years, man. That's legendary.
Man, they done brought a whole new era to the school.
Oh
I mean,
my
get your
gosh.
first win after 3 years. I mean, I know everybody was turned after that game, man. I mean, it was a close game as well. We had a couple touchdowns, a receiving touchdown by Ty Moore, and an early fumble recovery for a score as well. Alcorn got within 3, 13-10, with a McLaurin interception return and a Wildcats field goal. But NSU answered with a short rushing touchdown to pull away for the victory.
And you said 3 years. It sounded like, man, they just knocking the rust off, man. Like I know as soon as they got done playing, you could just see the rust falling off. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Congratulations, y'all. Congratulations, coach. But man, we got to do better. I mean, society.
Getting your first win, though, that just goes to tell what type of talent and coaches out there trying to bring in and change the program around. You know?
Yeah,
So,
I respect that, though. I definitely respect that because, you know, like you said, just getting their first win and stuff, it shows the improvement.
yes.
3 out of 3 years, the improvement, and you know the new coaching staff and the new players and stuff they have that is willing to just work hard and continue to just get at it and go after it, never give up. So I respect it, you know, never give up, keep going.
For sure. I'm proud of you guys, but let's not lose track of this game as well. We had a Southern versus Mississippi Valley State, and this was another nail biter. Southern edged MVSU 34-29 on August 3rd, 2025. Oh, I apologize.
That's all right.
It was a wild, hard-fought contest. Backup QB Cam McCoy stepped in and threw a touchdown and ran for another after starter Jalen Woods was injured and carted off the field. Southern rallied with McCoy's 35-yard touchdown pass before halftime. The third quarter saw turnovers and goal line stands, but a late 26-yard touchdown pass by Jason Gabriel sealed the win. Southern's defense held on in the final minute to seal the game for Southern to final it off against Mississippi Valley State. But just another nail biter, man. I mean, having a backup quarterback come in and take over the offense and still show that type of leadership to get a nail biter win, that shows chemistry with the team.
Yeah, I just definitely want to just, you know, give a shout out to Cam McCoy, like, because he definitely he just got an arm. He got a crazy arm. And I really like his game and stuff and playing style. It's almost just like, I don't know, man. It's like 0 to 100. He really knows when to turn it up and stuff. He's really good at finding people, finding different spots on the field, and, you know, just knowing how to throw the ball and accuracy. You know, I'm very impressed with that. Keep it up.
Mm-hmm. And that's last but not least, Enoch. I mean, this was a shootout, Enoch, shootout. UAB defeated Alabama State 52-42, man, and it was an offensive just crazy, man. UAB tallied 500 in total, 20 total yards on the game, man. Jalen Kaneda threw for 247 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Javon Jackson rushed for 166 yards and 2 scores. and they had 2 backup running backs as well as Solomon Beebe and Isaiah Jacobs, each added a rushing touchdown as well. So everybody in that running back room is eating, and the quarterback eating.
Well, so pretty much everybody is eating. Everybody eats. And is it steak or is it chicken?
It's everything.
So
all
like,
three. Chicken, steak, beef.
They like, I just got paid.
Fish, my bad.
They like, I just got paid.
But
it's Friday night.
But let's not forget, though. Let's not forget. Alabama State also went crazy with their quarterback, Andrew Body's 312 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and he got one on the ground as well. But with such a beautiful game by Andrew Body, it was not enough to, he ultimately came short. It's not enough for Alabama State to come out clutch. But overall, it was a great game on both sides by offensive standpoints.
And I'm definitely glad you said that, because at the end of the day, it is a team sport. You can't do it all by yourself. Even though, it might seem like it, nobody's Superman. Nobody is Superman, you know what I'm saying? But, at the end of the day, it's a team sport, and, he performed well.
He performed well.
Well.
Okay.
He did well.
But last but not least, man, let's get into a little preview of these SWAC games coming up. We got Grambling State versus Ohio State, and we already know what that's going to be. Now, we're not even going to get into that. We got Jackson State versus Southern Miss, Texas Southern versus Cal, FAMU versus FAU, and BCU versus Miami, man.
So let me ask you this. What game are you most interested in seeing, and why?
I say FAMU versus FAU because it's the Battle of Florida, man. Two pretty even teams going at it head to head. And I also like the Texas Southern versus Cal game as well. Pretty interesting to see how Texas and Cal come out and battle it out with such great talent.
I like that, and I got us versus everybody. I got BCU versus everybody for real. So, whoever won it, they can get it. So, we can come out with a victory. God is a provider. God is a miracle maker. So,
talking about BCU?
Yeah.
We're not gonna get into that. That's everything from we got today in the SWAC Talk. It's your boy TJ.
It's your boy Enoch.
And we're gonna be back with the next topic. My apologies. We'll be back with our next topic.
Hi, I'm Queen Tatiana Ramprasad, and I'm here with your morning info bite. We all know the timeless classic Monopoly. But did you know Monopoly has been a family favorite for over a century? Originally created in the early 1900s, Monopoly has evolved into something even more exciting. Introducing Monopoly Deal, a fast-paced card game that captures all the thrills of your original. Build your empire, steal properties, and collect sets to win. With unpredictable twists and turns, Monopoly Deal keeps you on your toes. Easy to learn, but impossible to put down. Get your hands on Monopoly Deal today. Monopoly Deal, where every deal is a game changer, bringing generations together for endless fun. Looking for fast-paced fun? Try Monopoly Deal. I'm Queen Ramprasad, here with your info bite. Hope you try the deal.
Welcome back from commercial, guys. I'm here with another topic, and we're going to get right into football, man. Football, man. It's about that time of the season, this time of year. It's just my time.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
But nah, Daunte, let's get into this upset victories that we've seen this weekend.
Man, upsets, shockers, and blowouts. That's how you just gotta call it.
That's pretty much it.
Man, where do you want to go? 'Cause I kind of want to stay in the state of Florida.
Let's start North Florida.
Oh, you North Florida?
Let's start North Florida.
North Florida? Okay, I got you. I'm down with that. Let's go where number 8 Alabama got rolled over completely by Florida State. If you look, it was just a dominant performance for Florida State. They won 31-17. And TJ, what you got?
Well, I got one thing: ground and pound. It might be 3 things, but it's just one thing that they did because that's all they did. 230 yards rushing of the entire game, just dominating Alabama's defense. They had no answers for the running back or the quarterback, and Tommy you help me with this. Castellanos, yes, led the Seminoles with 78 rushing yards and a touchdown. He had the whole offense just doing what it wanted to do the entire game. Alabama had no answers.
Had none at all. And I think the thing that's key for me is they got it all on the ground, like you said. 232 yards, something like that?
Just had 230 yards total.
230 yards?
Yep.
On the ground? Hey, that's a physical attack.
Yep, for sure. And they use a lot of misdirection in that game, Daunte. When I watched it, use a lot of jet sweep, jet motion, getting them linebackers, those safeties, ball eye watching what's going on in that backfield, getting them lost.
Yeah, but can I go a little south? I want to stay in Florida, but I
Let's
just
say
want to go south.
All right, what we going? Okay, so let me answer this. Are we going south or are we going southwest?
Southwest.
Ooh.
Where number 25, Boise State, goes down to the Bulls of University of South Florida. And let's just say, man, you talk about South Florida dominated? Dominated. 34-7?
Daunte, them horns were up that day.
Woo! I mean, Byron Brown, 16 for 24, 210 in the air, 14 carries for 43 yards with 2 touchdowns. I mean, Alvin Isaac, 3 carries, 42 yards with his longest being 49.
That's
A momentum shift. Momentum shift.
for real.
Cartavius Norton, 7 carries, 15 yards with a touchdown. But you know what USF had that shocked me?
What was it, Daunte?
It's week 1, and they got 0 turnovers.
0 turnovers, Daunte?
0.
You know what, Daunte? You know what I want to bounce up off that? 0 turnovers on offense?
Man, that's how you win games.
That's how you win games.
What
But
you got?
I got them getting 3 turnovers on defense as well.
Hey.
So you protect the ball and you take the ball.
Hey,
I mean, it get no better than that, folks, because I'm
Gets
winning the
no
time
better.
possession and the turnover battle. And when you win 2 of those categories,
yeah,
90% of the time, you win the game.
yeah.
And my bad, and they dominated on the run, on the ground. So that's another reason to win the game, makes your percentages higher. I mean, the defense was stifling, man, with 14 total tackles by Jalen Schuler, which was a career high, by the way. And he had a fumble recovery as well. And the defense as a whole was stifling, limiting to Boise State 122 yards of total offense. And let's not forget what's going on with Genty, man.
Yeah, this post Genty too.
Post Genty, they already ranked top 25. They're number 25.
Yeah,
That automatically takes them out that top 25 right there, man.
it does. But you just mentioned Southwest, but can we go down to South Beach?
Are we going to the South Bay?
South Bay.
Southeast, South Bay.
And if you don't know, the Hurricanes of Miami defeated Notre Dame 27-24. And let's just say the eye of the hurricane was there. Because it was calm before it just whoop.
I mean, Notre Dame decided to they brought themselves into the eye of the storm, and it's usually the safest place, but it wasn't that night, man. Miami beating Notre Dame 27-24. They didn't have any luck that night. Notre Dame struggled. Well, not struggled, but it was a very back and forth game by both teams. With Miami and Notre Dame, with an interesting game with Carson Beck throwing for 280 yards and a touchdown. And then with CJ Carr also having a pretty good game as well. I mean, Daunte, what do you got for me on that?
I mean, like you said, debut Carson Beck. I want to see how he fit in with Georgia. But talk about freshman Malachi Tony. 6 receptions, 82 yards with a touchdown.
Got another Ryan Williams in the building.
Another Ryan Williams. Then let's talk about CJ Daniels. 5 receptions, 46 yards, and a touchdown. But the touchdown was impressive because it was one-handed, falling into the end zone.
I mean, we got another Ryan Williams. We got another OJB.
I mean,
OBJ.
It was crazy. Then, on top of that, Miami offense had 20 first downs, 332 total yards, 127 rush yards, and guess what, TJ? 0 turnovers. 0.
Hey, man, it's chemistry, momentum, and consistency, man. 20 first downs. I know that defense was tired. Every time I turn around, you moving the chains. I mean, I'd tell coach, I need to get out. I need a breath. Pull up AR.
Man, but we done Florida, right? I think we need to go up north because they said there was a new number 1 in Texas facing number 3 Ohio State. But Ohio State just won the championship. And yet, Ohio State proved why they are the champion.
I mean, they took back what they rightfully won. I mean, that was kind of disrespectful, giving away the number 1 spot to another team after I done put in work to get it.
Yeah.
I mean, that ain't do nothing but just motivate them boys to come out and win 14-7 against Texas, taking back that number 1 spot. Archie Manning not coming out as the generational quarterback in the first game, but the season's still early, and he still has a lot of ways to go. Very much impressed by Ohio State defense, though, by the way, losing a lot of talent.
I agree. I totally agree. Because for it to be low scoring, 14-7 as the final score, it just showed how much defense promises. But I think Arch Manning, this is a growing game.
Yes, for sure.
You take this game as a growing game and you go forward and you become better throughout the season. It's only game 1, so he got 10 more games at least to prove himself.
It was a great defense he played against. Regardless of losing all the talent, they still have the best corner from last year, and they still have Caleb Downs, which is the best safety in college football. I mean, at the end of the day, you're playing a top-ranked defense in your first full game as a starter. There's a lot of room for improvement, and a lot of room for development as well for Arch Manning.
The champ showed like they're the champs. But let's fast forward. Let's go down to North Carolina, where the battle of the real Death Valley, or the battle of who's the bigger tiger, showed out as number for Clemson faced number 9 LSU, and let's just say, boy, defense stood up.
Defense stood up, showed out, and stifled the offense this game, man. I mean, both teams struggled throughout most of the game to even put points on the board. 3 touchdowns Max scored this game in total? That just speaks volumes of how important this week 1 game was for both teams, especially on the defensive side of the ball with a high-powered offense. I mean, because both teams have a lot of weapons when it comes to that receiving core with LSU, with the what kind of talent they always produce, and then Clemson with their elite receiving core that they have as well this season with future draft picks and things like that. So Daunte, man, how you feel about this game?
Man, I think it was a great game. 17-10 as the final score with LSU winning, and I know we mentioned it earlier, but Trey Dance touchdown Green.
Yes, man.
Trey Dance touchdown Green. Somebody need to remember.
D Green. That's his name right there. TD Green.
TD Green. It fits so well. I mean, what an awesome game for LSU to show why they're the better Tiger.
I mean, for sure. I mean, it shows the mindset and the game plan that they had coming in and the willingness to adjust. Starting out slow, both sides of the ball, they adjusted first, using TD Green as a way to score touchdowns and push the ball down the field, using that size and speed as one of the most versatile tight ends in college football.
I agree. I totally agree. But TJ, what shockers we had? Because we talked about some upsets, but what was the shockers that just made you like, what?
Well, I got one shocker that you actually brought up earlier for me, Daunte. Weber International beating Stetson 31-21. I mean, Daunte, isn't Weber an NAIA school?
They're NAIA, and Stetson's FCS,
and
Division 1.
And they beat them 31-21? I mean, that's actually, like, surprising because, Stetson outgained Weber 403 yards to Weber's 190.
Wow.
And they still lost the game.
Hey.
That just speaks. I mean, it just goes to show that sometimes it's not about the yards, it's all about those touchdowns.
It does.
Get into that end zone.
And a fun fact, Stetson would play Warner University, which is right down the street from Weber. Shout out to my cousin who will be playing this weekend. I would be there in person to see it.
I mean, I'd say one big key factor to take from that game, though, Daunte, is the 2 defensive touchdowns that Weber got, which helped seal them the victory and get the upset as well.
What else we got?
Next, Daunte, we got TCU versus North Carolina. Bill Belichick's debut game.
And that went
UNC.
south.
It
went south fast.
It started out, it went north, then it turned south real fast. I mean, TCU came out and scored 41 unanswered points after UNC's opening drive, 7-point touchdown. Josh Hoover threw for over 284 yards and 2 touchdowns, while running back Kavarian Barnes rushed for 113 yards and a touchdown. TCU outgained UNC 542 yards to UNC's 222 in total yards. I mean, that's just showcasing a balanced attack and a stifling defense by TCU, man.
And I think pivotal to that, TCU had 29 first downs that game. When you keep getting first downs, you keep the ball out of the opposing team's hands.
For sure. And you maintain the time of possession, Daunte. Every week, what are you talking about? Time of possession and turnovers. That's what key components of the game.
And TCU goes on to win 48-14 in a massacre. And Bill Belichick's debut. But he'll figure it out. With 70 new transfer players, he's going to definitely figure it out. And by the end of the season, they should sneak up and get one.
For sure. I mean, he's a Super Bowl winning head coach. I expect them to, grow as a team and build chemistry. Because don't they have more than like 70 different transfers, Daunte, on that team? So a lot of new faces, a lot of new coaches, not new everything. So I'm not really surprised at it. I expect a little more, not surprised, but I'm looking for improvement for sure.
It takes time to gel.
Exactly. But Daunte, let's not forget about this game right here, which is a shocker. Kansas State got into a dogfight with North Dakota, 38-35.
Wait. North Dakota, FCS North Dakota?
Yes.
Woo! And you said 38-35.
38-35. High scoring dogfight, Daunte. I mean, the level of talent in these FCS schools is just getting better and better, man. Better and better, and the dedication, the talent, and the grind to compete against these FBS schools. I'm impressed, Daunte.
And K-State just came from Dublin, Ireland, playing Iowa State, and that was a dogfight. So I wanted to see how much K-State progressed from week 1 to week 2.
And they lost to Iowa State, which is a Big 10 or Big 12 team, if I'm supposed to agree. So now they went from Big 12, then they dropped down to FCS, and they're still struggling. Mind you, they did lose to Iowa State last week as well. And coming out a close victory with this, I'd be a little shaky right now if I was the coaching staff for Kansas State.
Definitely too. Man, what else? I see we got at least one more game, and it looked like it's Tarleton State versus Army, and you know, Army run that wing T offense, and they're always physical.
I mean, they went into double overtime, so you know what that happens when you get that wing T going, them yards. I mean, Caleb Lewis rushed for over 107 yards and a touchdown, while the quarterback threw for 151 yards and a touchdown.
Whew.
I mean, that just goes to show. I mean, it was just a dominated game, and Brad Larson kicked a 37-yard field goal just to settle the second overtime win for Tarleton State.
Hey, congrats Tarleton State. FCS opponent facing a top-ranked Army. I mean, Army might not be ranked in the standings, but they've always been a good team, especially when it comes around to that Army-Navy game at the end of the season.
For sure.
So
Who run that wing T better?
I got Army.
Army over
Navy.
Over Navy.
Army
Air
over
Force.
Navy.
Yeah. And last but not least, Daunte, our last game that we have in the college football world, last shocker, we got Austin Peay beating Middle Tennessee 34-14.
FCS, they say.
FCS.
Man, them FCS saying, hey, we might be FCS, but when we get on the FBS level, man, you can't stop us.
Like I said, these boys coming out with a shocker, Daunte, showing why they deserve to be on these D1 rosters.
Man, I totally agree. But man, I'm so glad we had a great week 1. I look forward to it. But guess what?
What, Daunte?
Week 2 gets a little bit better.
It get better?
It gets better.
Why is
As
it
we
better?
go to week 2, and we have a preview, we got number 22 Iowa State versus Iowa, number 21 Ole Miss versus Kentucky, USF versus number 13 Florida. I got that as a trap game, folks. Arizona, number 12 Arizona State versus Mississippi State, number 15 Michigan versus number 18 Oklahoma, number 6 Oregon versus Oklahoma State, number 17 SMU versus Baylor. I'm curious to see that. I'm really curious to see that. You also have Kansas versus Missouri, James Madison versus Louisville. I think that's going to be a good game because you know James Madison in their second year of FBS competition. And then Illinois versus Duke. TJ, what do you think about that slate?
Well, I'm going to be honest, Daunte. There's only one game that really stands out to me on this slate right here, and it's the two top 25 opponents going against each other in Michigan and Oklahoma. I'm very interested to see how Michigan comes back after getting an easy win against who they played. They played a lower tier school last week, Michigan, so it was an easy win. And then Oklahoma also played another lower tier school as well. So I would like to see first real competition of top 25 opponents. Love to see how it goes because remember, only 12 teams in the top 25 make it to the playoffs. So them already being high in the rankings, this is very pivotal for how the rest of the season go because every win counts in college football.
I'm surprised you got that game. I think that USF game, with them being number 25 and still not being ranked, they have a chance to face number 13 Florida and become ranked. I really think that makes for a good game. I really do.
I agree with that, Daunte, but with the way Florida's schedule look, I mean, there's a lot more games I'm more worried about with Florida.
Toughest schedule in Florida.
Yeah.
Toughest schedule in football.
To be honest.
But, TJ, you know, it just hit my memory. I don't know how I forgot this. And I got to apologize to my audience because I don't know how I forgot this. But Sunday coming up. And it's a special Sunday because the NFL returns.
Not only Sunday. What's today, Daunte?
Thursday.
So you know come on today.
Thursday night football.
Thursday night. We gonna get it started. Daunte, man, you know I get excited when football come around.
Me too.
You know I
What?
get excited, man.
What?
Hey, man, let's get into these night games. I mean, we got some bangers, Daunte.
We do.
We got some bangers.
And it's good because you got a Thursday, I remember.
You got
a Friday,
a Sunday, and a Monday. Oh my goodness, Daunte.
Man.
Hey, Daunte, let's get into it. Thursday night tonight, we have the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles, man. And Lord, do everybody know Micah Parsons is gone. What is that Cowboys defense gonna do against Saquon Barkley, the MVP, after last season, leading the Philadelphia Eagles to their first Super Bowl title since 2022, I believe?
Yes.
2022. So I'm very interested to see how that goes and how Dak rebounds after having 9 injuries last season. Rebounds this season with some help at that receiving court with George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb getting a new contract.
Man, I'm curious to see what Saquon gonna look like. I think Saquon could have another breakout year if he stays healthy. And then Dallas, you talked about it. Micah Parsons has an exodus, and he's just up and gone. So what does that defense look like? I'm curious to see.
Very much is. Then we move on to Friday night, folks, and let's not forget this game is out the country. We're going to the country of Brazil. And it's the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Los Angeles Chargers, man. 2 powerhouse quarterbacks going head to head in another country, man. Daunte, how you feel about this game?
I mean, you got back-to-back divisional rounds. Thursday's a divisional, Friday's a divisional. And I'm curious to see, Rasheed Rice had a 6-game suspension, so I'm curious to see who's going to fill in that void. So you got Xavier Worthy, Isaiah Pacheco, Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes. But I'm also curious to see what Los Angeles look like. Year 2 with Jim Harbaugh.
With Jim Harbaugh, year 2, Ladd McConkey, after having a great rookie season last year, they brought back Keenan Allen for free agency, drafted the running back out of UNC, Omarion Hampton. Just a lot of talent on both sides looking to showcase themselves, improve, and do better from last season. And let's not forget about one of the most important faces on that field, Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Coming off of one of his worst career game seasons since he's entered the league. He's looking to make a bounce back performance this season and try to, finish out his career, which could possibly be his last season, and finish out strong.
Most def. But we don't talk about Thursday. We don't talk about Friday. What's Sunday night looking like?
On Sunday night, man, I ain't gonna lie, you guys are gonna love this. Sunday night, we got the Baltimore Ravens against the Buffalo Bills, man. 2 MVP caliber quarterbacks going head to head on Sunday night. After a long slate of football, you end your Sunday with that?
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, both was running for MVP, as in the running for MVP too.
I mean,
It don't get much better.
Fireworks. That's all I can say. like if it don't get no better than fireworks when you get 2 of the best athletic quarterbacks in the game playing against head to head after a rematch of last season's divisional round playoff game. After Buffalo was it Buffalo defeated or was it Baltimore?
Buffalo defeated Baltimore.
Buffalo defeated Baltimore, and then now Baltimore's coming back with some gears to grind right now because they very upset because you know how Baltimore, they is a very powerhouse stacked team with Derrick Henry, Lamar in that backfield. So
I agree.
I'm very much interested to see how that goes as well. And last but not least, Daunte, even though everybody may not like this game, the real NFL players know. We got Minnesota Vikings versus the Chicago Bears, man. And if you did not know, Chicago Bears have a new head coach in town from the Detroit Lions, OC Ben Johnson, man. He's looking to take Caleb Williams' talents to the next level after being the number 1 draft pick in the 2023 NFL draft, man.
You know what's crazy? Minnesota, Chicago, that's typically a Thanksgiving game. So you mean to tell me they brought Thanksgiving early?
So I gotta go get my turkey early, Daunte?
Gotta get my sweet potato pie.
Oh, dang, Daunte, I wasn't prepared for this, man.
I was prepared, but hey, thank you to the NFL.
Hey, thank you,
appreciate it.
I love another divisional game on the first week of football, man. I mean, you got the Chicago Bears with a new regime. You had the Minnesota Vikings with a brand new quarterback in J.J. McCarthy. After missing the entire season last year off an ACL tear, he's basically having his rookie season this year as the starting quarterback, and we all know Kevin O'Connell is the quarterback whisperer. Yes. So I would like to see how he gets J.J. McCarthy getting dicing and slicing with those weapons, and Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen that they just got from free agency, T.J. Hawkinson, and Aaron Jones that they brought back from free agency as well. Until Jordan Addison get back as well from that 3-game suspension, that's a lot of weapons on that Minnesota team. I will definitely be scared of them.
I'm looking forward to it. But we don't talk about Thursday, we don't talk about Friday, we don't talk about Sunday night, and we don't talk about Monday night. But man, let's get into that Sunday slate.
Let's get into that Sunday slate. Dante, you want to start off or you want me to start off?
I started off.
All right, let's go.
You got Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Atlanta Falcons. You got Cincinnati Bengals versus the Cleveland Browns. You got the Miami Dolphins versus the Indianapolis Colts. You got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the New England Patriots. The Arizona Cardinals versus the New Orleans Saints. The Carolina Panthers versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I will also be in attendance at that game as well. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the New York Jets. You got the New York Giants versus the Washington Commanders. The Tennessee Titans versus the Denver Broncos. San Francisco versus Seattle. Detroit versus Green Bay. Houston versus Los Angeles. Football.
All I hear, Dante, am I here? Football. And you know, Dante, you know what's crazy?
What's that?
That's a total of 8 divisional games in week 1.
Can't lose, because that might put you behind the chains.
Exactly. So you know what that means? We getting some hard-fought football early on, man. These teams will be coming out hot, looking to fire off all cylinders, getting that early start and jump in the division, man. You know it's very tough. After facing teams twice every year, it's going to be real tough to see how them standings play out.
Man, I'm so interested.
I'm so excited, especially for that Detroit Lions Green Bay game. Isn't that another Thanksgiving game that they also do as well?
They brought it to us early.
They brought it to us early, man. And let's not forget who just got traded to the Green Bay Packers, Michael Parsons, man. So I'd love to see how he debuts in his week 1 matchup, man.
Man, we can't hold these folks too long, TJ. We know we got another segment to get to. Stay with us, folks, and we'll be right back with Hot Topics.
Hi, I'm Marlon Brown, and welcome to my info bio. Today I'm going to educate you on hip-hop. The story goes hip-hop was formulated in the early 70s when a man named DJ Kool Herc tried something different on the turntable at a party, which was breaking and scratching records while he rapped to it. This started a whole new wave of how we enjoyed our music and led to the movement of hip-hop for years to come. Others such as Grandmaster Flash and Afrika Bambaataa played their part in the growth of hip-hop as well. DJing and promoting events all over the Bronx, along with the MCs rapping to the records, hip-hop eventually and quickly became a global success and demand to the world. Since then, we've watched hip-hop bring us artists from LL Cool J all the way to Future. This is the history of hip-hop. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back from commercial, guys. We're here with Hot Topics, man. And you know I got my boy Daunte right here with me and my boy Enoch, man. And this is Hot Topics, man. Guys, we already know how we gonna start it off because, like my boy Daunte, Daunte mentioned earlier, I mentioned it last week's show. Michael Parsons was gonna get traded, and guess what? As soon as we left the studio, he got traded. Michael Parsons got traded to the Green Bay Packers, man, for defensive tackle Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks from Green Bay. 2026 and the 2027 pick. And guys, let's not forget that as soon as he got traded, he got paid, man. 4 years, $188 million with $136 million in guarantees, man. I mean, he just became rich. He became the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. I mean, guys, how do you guys feel about this, man?
In the words of Lil Duval, I'm living my best life, and I'm not going back and forth with you. I mean, I think this is an awesome move by Green Bay. It gives a defense a competitive edge on top of the win probability rate for Green Bay.
For sure.
It went up from here to here.
Yes, man.
I mean, I'm excited to see what that defense is going to look like with Michael Parsons.
I mean, you talk about talent with elite Pro Bowl free safety in Xavier McKinney, an elite edge rusher in Rashawn Gary, and then you add Michael Parsons on top of that as well. And let's not forget about those linebackers and Quay Walker and Eric Cooper, both 2 stud. I mean, that defense is looking phenomenal.
All I gotta say is money, 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 money. You know, being the 12th pick in the 2021 NFL draft is very impressive. Along, you know, just him being able to just, you know, be able to go to a different team, you know, just handle some business and make money. So that's definitely very impressive. And, you know, I'm very impressed with him. Starting off with the Dallas Cowboys, and then now he's being able to go to another team and just make, you know, $188 million with $136 million. You know, guaranteed for sure. That's just some serious business right there. You know, the business is serious and serious is business. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So you already know how it goes. So I'm definitely great to hear that. And, you know, I'm proud of the young brother right there. Keep doing your thing for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's great for the family. That's generational wealth right there.
Yeah.
And let's not forget about what just happened today as well. We have some breaking news for our Hot Topics today as well.
Fresh off the press.
Fresh off the press, got this right before production. Amari Cooper is now retiring from the NFL after 10 seasons and 5 Pro Bowl appearances, and he just signed with the Raiders 9 days ago. I mean, coming out of nowhere with this after signing a contract, I wonder how the Raiders feel and what's going through Amari Cooper's mind right now.
Man, I don't know. First off, I want to say I hope Amari Cooper has a good retirement playing with the the Las Vegas Raiders, and now going to the Cleveland Browns that have still time with the Dallas Cowboys. It's kind of, I hate to see that it ended. Cause I think he was going to be on the verge of having a great prosperous season. But hey, I appreciate everything you did for the game, Mr. Cooper.
For sure.
I think pretty much, you know, if I was him, I'd be going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Because, you know, just that retiring money right there, you know, oh my gosh, now he's able to just sit back, relax, and just enjoy himself, you know. And he can just be able to just, you know, reflect on all the memories and good times he's had throughout the game and stuff. So Amari Cooper, congratulations, and I salute to you.
Yes, man. After finishing his 2024 season with the Buffalo Bills, he was looking to take his talents to the Raiders, but I guess it just wasn't in the cards for this season, man. So congratulations, Amari Cooper, man. And like the slogan, I'll never say it again, but like my dad's friend used to say, Cooper, he's the man. If he can't do it, nobody can.
Like we always do at this time. All right, come.
And let's not forget, too, Daunte, didn't you have some breaking news for me as well?
Man, listen, fresh off the press, Naomi Osaka has defeated Coco Gauff in order to advance to her 5th, I'm going to say it one more time, her 5th major quarterfinal in the U.S. Open.
Not one, folks. Not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5.
And I'm proud of the sister because she has faced a lot of mental challenges throughout her tennis career. And to see her overcome that hump and become the woman she's playing today, man, shout out to you, Naomi.
How you feel about that, you know, man?
How I feel, man, that's a great accomplishment. So much success and, you know, blessings to the sister and all that. And that's definitely a huge accomplishment. So I'm very proud for her. You know, I see this. I know I'm always saying I'm proud of people, but it's just like we gotta give credit where credit is due.
For sure.
And honestly, you know, at the same time, it's just like it's a lot of people doing negative things out in the world. I feel like we should more comment on people that's doing more positive and stuff in the world. So, they say count your blessings, and I'm going to continue to count my blessings and count them for other people too. So that's definitely a great accomplishment. So keep doing your thing and stuff like that. Hey.
But we're not falling too far off of tennis, man. We're gonna move. I mean, not tennis. My bad. No wait. Tennis.
Table tennis.
My bad. My apologies. We
Listen,
moving from tennis
I know
to
you
tennis.
excited. I know.
I'm
You excited. I got
excited.
you. We got you. We
I
got
got
you.
it. But we moving from tennis. We're not moving far off either, man. We're gonna talk about Taylor Townsend's recent match at the 2025 U.S. Open was a heart-wrenching fourth-round loss to Barbara Kay, man. I mean, Daunte, give me a little about what happened.
First off, I got to shout out Taylor Thompson because she faced a very critical racial injustice, you can almost say. Being told that you do not belong here and go back to where you're from, you should never be told that. So
That's
her
crazy.
to keep going and have that mental capacity to keep going. Because that's one thing. You get told that it can bring you down, but she kept going.
For sure.
Hey, shout out to you, Taylor.
Anything on that, Enoch?
I just want to say I'm very impressed just with her mentality and just her demeanor to just be able to keep going, despite of everything she's been through, and just just the person that said that that was pure ignorance. And a lot of people have that maturity to just keep going and just doing what they do. But my motto is always stay true to yourself. So I'm very glad she did it. And I know I talk like a poet when I talk like this, but it's good to see things like that, the maturity and stuff. Not everybody has that type of maturity. Everybody has a certain way of handling their self and their business. So that's really good. Just Barbara, the person that she had went against Barbara Kay. I really don't know how to pronounce it, no disrespect, but you might know how to pronounce it, so that's all respect. But
I'll get off that.
on
Man.
Sunday afternoon, it was definitely a great battle between those two, and they really handled their business. Business is handled.
For sure. I mean, business was handled. I mean, after that, Townsend received a standing ovation from the crowd and was visibly moved by the support. And then she also remains in the women's doubles tournament, partnering with Karina Sinokov, and the duo is aiming for their third Grand Slam title together. I mean, continue doing great things. Taylor Townsend, I'm proud of you, and keep doing your thing. But moving on from tennis, man, we're gonna get into a little bit of MLB, man. And we got our own Philly native right there. Tell me about them little Philadelphia Phillies, man.
Oh, Philadelphia! Hey, I just want to say, Kyle Schwarber, he had four home runs in one single game, man. That's really impressive. He was also the fourth Philly to achieve this accomplishment, and also making him the 21st person in MLB to achieve something like this. So this also happened on August 28th, 2025 against the Atlanta Braves. Phillies got a victory at 19-4 over the Braves, and this was a huge victory. So I feel like in Philadelphia, speaking on the city of Philadelphia, this was definitely a huge accomplishment for them, and this also put Philly up. Philly up one, gave Philly a point, just for the city in general. So I love my city, and thank you for just coming to our team, Kyle. I appreciate it. Much respect. Ooh, Philadelphia.
I mean, 4 home runs in a game with pitches coming to you anywhere between 85 miles per hour to 102, and sometimes 109. I mean, I know I can't hit the baseball, so for him to do it 4 times, 4 home runs, hey, I respect you. I got so much respect for you.
For sure. I mean, he's tied for the MLB record for most home runs in the game. And like I told you guys before, I don't know baseball, but these stats sound kind of nice in my eyes. Schwarber has been a very consistent offensive force for the Philadelphia Phillies. As of September 3rd, 2025, he boasts a 25% batting average, 36 home runs, 84 RBIs, ranking 4th in the league for RBIs and 5th in OPS at 95%. I mean, that's beautiful. That's beautiful stats, in my opinion, guys.
It is.
Oh man, I just want to say yabba dabba doo. So that's really good for him. That's exciting. You don't get many people who do those type of things. Every accomplishment, your business is handled.
For sure. For sure.
And can I mention one more?
Go ahead.
Mention your thing, man.
Travis Hunter just had his first son, and you talk about Heisman winner, NFL overall first pick, married, and now with his kid. Shout out to you, Travis Hunter, because you're doing it big, and I can't think to have a better year than what you're doing.
For sure.
He just got married. He just had a baby. Huge accomplishment. Much respect to him. I like to give people their flowers and stuff. I don't want to wait until it's too late, so I always do it early. But Leanna, she also said in a March 26th video that she had a dream that she was gonna have a baby boy with really, really curly hair, and it happened. So speak life into existence. Yabba dabba do.
Yeah, folks, and I want to say one more thing before we get ready to end the show. Enoch, Tomorrow's your birthday, and I want to say happy birthday on
Oh,
live
thank
TV
you, man.
because we gotta celebrate more life, like you said.
For
So
sure. Thank you. I
Happy
appreciate
birthday,
it.
man, for
Thank you.
sure.
Thank you, man.
How old are you turning?
25.
Hey,
25.
more
25.
life, more
Hey,
life.
More life.
More
Hey,
life.
I gotta be quick. Can you sing it?
Nah, we're not
Nah,
gonna say it.
I
We
can't
gotta
do
say it.
that.
We gotta say it.
Our producer said no, unfortunately,
Yeah,
but I got you
we got
outside.
you
I got you
outside.
outside.
It was great having you guys here, man, today. This was Hot Topics, man. And we always gonna bring you some fire content every week, man. We can't wait to see you guys again. It's your boy TJ.
I'm Daunte.
And I'm Enoch
And
Clark.
we out.